Season 1 of Arcadia SMP was filled with many different adventures, all leading up to our massive Gothic Hall project. But with the new 1.20 Trails and Tales update comes a new season of Arcadia. So we get to say goodbye to Season 1 and hello to Season 2. With 25 members total, we have many returning faces and some new faces, and the excitement to start is felt from everyone. So welcome to Arcadia Season 2. Let's get this party started, shall we?
10,
9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
First step.
And just like that, we're off. Like always, the first thing to do was to punch a tree and then acquire some food and tools. So I killed some nearby cows before heading into a cave, where I then gathered up enough stone to make some starter tools and a furnace and grabbed some coal so that I could start cooking the steak. Once out of the cave, I wanted to get that cat that was near spawn. So off to the river I went, where I committed fish murder and was attacked by a drown, who was nice enough to give me a nautilus shell. And with enough fish, I ran over to the cat and was able to actually tame it. As I was hanging out by spawn, I was actually able to run back into Scuba, Husk, Taffy, and T-Man, and we decided to head over to the village that was nearby.
Like Final Stand.
Yeah, no,
it's been raided, right?
Yeah, it's RKB is over in like one of the houses, but there's like nothing.
Wait, the bell should still be here, but I don't have any food to go there. Did the? Oh wait, I'm gonna plant some food.
I have some fish you can take.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, the bell's still here.
Thank
There's
you.
been people over here.
More crafting tables there. Wait, they have the villagers here, and
Yeah, I think
and a
Humble was
couple of
trying to
sheep.
keep them safe
Nice.
from dying.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna take the bell. Most important item in the village.
RKB's over here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is he mining? Are you mining?
Yeah, just hitting things up, getting food and doing things. I was on my way down now.
You said village mine, my house.
Yeah.
Hi, Triss.
Hello.
What if I just like murdered you right now?
That would be incredibly rude.
I mean, you have more armor than I do, so.
Boss.
I have one.
Mas.
Thank you. Is that yours, Subs?
Yeah.
Oh, I have one.
I found it.
Thanks for the muff.
Found it. Oh. Found a lush cave. I was hard.
Where?
You guys.
Apparently,
need to
there's a
find it.
woodland
That
mansion
direction.
too.
Oh.
Oh, there's a thingy biome.
The pink flowers are that way.
The new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need that. I need that. I need that. I need that.
Pink flowers.
I need some.
have some
I
of
need some
the
saplings over there.
I want some of this. Let's
Very
see.
nice.
There
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were on that tree.
Yeah, you're good. I kind of expected that.
Gonna make myself an axe. That's not cobblestone. That's tough. Wait, that's also tough.
saplings. I also want a bunch of these.
I just want some saplings. That's enough.
Say, who does this madness?
Server is handling it pretty well, by the way, with so many people online.
Is that for somebody just? Nope.
Tattoo mix. Okay.
Wait, I said
It just
that,
lagged.
and
And then it just
lagging
lagged.
for me. Yeah.
I was like, wait, what's happening? Oh,
By the way, Tattoo, I really like your cape.
oh, thanks. How did you burn? Okay, I am God. Oh, maybe that's why.
Be a crafter.
I love that I just get left all by myself.
You can come with us.
Well, I have no idea where you guys went.
Into a hole.
Clearly,
And in a cave.
I can see.
It's the bus.
Ow.
My cat's coming with, I
Can
guess.
grab some Copper.
Oh, damn. Where'd the rest of them go?
I don't know. Where did Husk go? And who was
think-
here?
That's a dead end.
Was it
He was
Sweet Taffy?
taken.
Yeah, I think
he was
he has.
taken by the
The deep ones.
one.
Clearly.
Oh, I'm stuck somewhere in a ghost block or something. What?
Oh, rip.
Let me out! Let me out, game! Oh, God.
you scream, "Let me out!"
Minecraft was keeping me captive. Noodle caves.
I hate these caves.
Are there noodles here?
I don't know. Great question.
There's nothing.
Well, there's coal here.
No,
I
still
need
all the
coal.
way there.
At this point, I decided to cut off from the group and mine down a bit to see if I could find some iron. I actually had no luck finding any iron, but I did mine into this massive cave system, which happened to have a mine shaft. So I decided to set up a small checkpoint area where my cat and some of my early game resources would reside for a bit while I faced the wild depths of Minecraft. And look, to be honest with you, I really hate caving in Minecraft. Creepers falling on your head is not a lot of fun. But I hate one thing a little bit more than caving, which is mine shafts. So I decided why not put myself through torture and fear and just explore the mine shaft to see what we could find. And even before I could manage to find any iron, this happened to me. And very quickly, I had my first death. And things are about to get even more interesting. So for the heck of it, let's throw up a death counter to keep track of how many times I die this episode. I found the deep and it killed me.
I know!
Oh no. Yeah, the deep ones can be scary.
And just like that, I was able to get my stuff back, so let's continue our trips into the depths. And finally, after about an hour of mining into our first session, I found iron, which I quickly made a shield because if I was about to face off every skeleton possible, I was going to be somewhat prepared. After some time in the mines and a very full inventory from gathering up as much resources as possible, I decided to return back to the village where I claimed a house of my own and set up a small temporary base. After spending some time getting my little village house set up and organized, I went back over to the caves and found myself jumping straight back into the mine shaft. The mine shaft did open up into a larger caving system, which quickly led me into deep slate level, where I was greeted by a handful of mobs. Humble.
Yeah?
Oh,
Hi, Tooth. What's up?
Can I steal a bed that's in there?
Yeah, you can use whatever you want from these things.
Thanks.
Feel free.
I'm gonna die again. I don't want to run all the way back there. I already know it.
Good luck.
Thank you. I wouldn't know it at this very moment, but bringing that bed would end up being really helpful. Anyways, back to exploring, I was finally able to find our first diamonds. Battling for my life, I was able to fight off another horde of mobs, and was rewarded by finding a lone diamond, increasing our account to a total of 2. I kept on exploring and quickly ran into another set of diamonds, but a zombie was trying to steal them from me, and this was when I realized there was a slight problem. I was out of food, but that didn't stop me. So I killed the zombie, collected the diamonds, and ran for my life. Once in a safe place, I decided to set up a little health checkpoint, where I set up a small melon farm with the seeds I found in a mine shaft and a temporary storage area because I was very lost to the deep ones, and with no food, the chances of me getting out and alive were quickly fading away. While I waited for the melons to grow, I found another part of the mine shaft, and very quickly, it opened up into a zombie spawner where I was able to get some food. That food didn't last me very long, but hey, we found more diamonds. Eventually, I did head back to the little checkpoint I made, and the hunger was getting to me. So I did what I thought was best and jumped off the ledge, hoping to land into the nearby water. To be fair, I was hoping to see if I could scope out what was below us and to see if I could find some diamonds. Anyways, now that I wasn't hungry and dying, I decided to re-gear and build my way down to see if I could light up the bottom section of the cave and find some resources. That's gonna kill me. Goodbye. God dang. I managed to find a good amount of diamonds, and then I stumbled upon this thing. And from the footage you can see I was quite shocked to find it. If you don't know, stone diamond ore is extremely difficult to find, and without Silk Touch I was forced to mine it and hope to find another one in the future. I then found myself in a terrible situation. With 3 skeletons and a dying shield, you wouldn't be surprised to see what happens next. Another death aside, I was actually able to find a slime chunk, which is great news because we could benefit from that greatly in the next few episodes. Along with the slime chunk, I did manage to find a deep dark biome, but I couldn't see if there was an ancient city. At this point, I had been caving for probably about 6 hours, so I decided to head back to our little checkpoint and start making my way back up to the surface. While digging up, I ran into a smaller cave where there was a skeleton spawner, and once again I died to a bunch of skeletons. I swear I don't suck at this game, the skeletons in 1.20 clearly got a major buff. Anyways, once I got my stuff back from the skeletons who tried to steal it all, Cosmos managed to die at his skeleton spawner. His spawner was actually pretty close to where we were, so I decided to try and see if I could help him. So with a somewhat empty inventory, I dug over to his spawner area to try and help get his stuff back before he despawned. That's a lot of stuff. Well, have fun. I'm gonna find my way. Well, I'm gonna grab the rest of my stuff and then go up the ladder because I've been caving for God knows the entire time we've been on. And
well, you have all the gear. I don't.
I do.
I mean, this is all I've got.
Would you like some iron?
If you've got a little bit, sure.
So there was an iron shovel I put in, and an iron sword I put into the chest because I didn't know if they were yours or mine. So I just
yeah, I had
an
an iron shovel and an iron sword. I think I had all iron tools, but it doesn't really matter.
Here's an iron. I put an
that.
iron axe back in there, and I probably have another pickaxe somewhere I can give you. Actually, I can just give you the one I currently have on me. There you go.
I think my pickaxe probably just died, actually.
All right, because I don't need iron. Like you can take that one in there,
you.
and then I'll throw 14 pieces of iron for you. That's already smelted and everything in there as well.
Easy, thank you.
Alrighty.
Um,
Bye.
I'm gonna try and fix this. Bye.
Yeah, have fun. With Cosmos back in one piece successfully, I went up the ladder and the fresh air felt really nice.
Oh, hello.
Hello, I'm back from the caves.
Welcome back. It's pretty torturous over there, it sounded like.
Yes. Quite a bit. I died a lot.
I saw that. Are you the leading? You're in the lead now. Good job.
Yeah, I think I am. Woohoo! Number 1 in something. After talking to Humble for a bit, I did decide to put our 14 diamonds to good use and made a chest plate, a diamond pick, and a diamond axe. Since Real Life Tooth was running out of time before leaving for a few days, I decided to try and just explore the overworld for a little bit, where I eventually ran into an ocean monument. I decided to set up a small platform for my stuff and a respawn point and prepared to face off the Elder Guardians. Once in the monument, I was able to kill the first Guardian, and I learned that they can't shoot through doors, so I thought this was going to be a lot easier. Since the first Elder Guardian didn't drop any armor trim like I hoped, I moved over to the second, and I really thought this was going to be easier than expected until I realized it wasn't, because this second one took forever to kill. With no armor trim drop, I moved to the final Elder Guardian, where after almost dying, I finally managed to kill it, and again was disappointed to find that it didn't drop at the armor trim. So I made my way out of the monument, where I was treated to find my boat and cow being taken hostage, and because of this, I was lucky enough to die yet again. Skipping ahead a few days, I was officially back on the server, which meant one thing: it was time to start working on our starter base. First, I ran over to the community skelly spawner that Cosmos had made to see if I could possibly get a few enchants. I was able to secure a pretty decent bow, but nothing else, which was okay with me. Leaving the spawner, I actually ran into Cosmos on his base where I met his sniffer, Reginald, and he gave me a pitcher pod and a torchflower seed as well. I then decided to head into the nether and go mining for some ancient debris, which I would need for a future episode, but also to get some netherrack for our base. And of course, you can't use the bed method without something terrible happening, and this happened. I am actually really not surprised, and I was waiting for this. Anyways, running back into the nether to try and get my stuff, a group of skeletons decided it would be cool to jump at me and try to steal my melons. And worried that my stuff would despawn soon, I ran back into the nether a little bit more prepared this time with iron gear. But unfortunately, the skeletons still managed to kill me. The good news was the skeletons couldn't handle my pure gamer skills this time, and decided that dying would be better than mass embarrassment. But with him out of the way, I was able to go and try and save the rest of my stuff. Of course, on my way down, this golden skelly boy wanted to try and get revenge for his fallen brothers, and failed miserably. And with great success, I was able to get most of my stuff back, including the ancient debris, which I would have been really bummed out to lose. At this point, I did decide to leave the nether and return back to the enchanting setup, where I decided to enchant our pickaxe and axe and hoping to make the building process a bit faster. We then ran into Triss, who was nice enough to let us use some of her leftover gravel from her own starter build, and then we ran over to the dark oak forest to gather up some wood. With enough resources to start, I began working on the first part of our base, which would be 2 wells that were connected by an underground area. And with the wells completed, I was then summoned by the Lord of Cats, who requested that I murder him. So after I committed murder, I hung out with him and T-Man for a bit before convincing them both to donate to the cause of Tooth and give me some more diamonds to fix up my pickaxe, which turned out to be really cheap. So I decided to try and enchant the new pickaxe for Unbreaking 3, and with great luck, I was able to get a really good enchant. And with a new pickaxe, I went and started working on our starter base. And with that done, there was only a few more things I needed to do. First, I needed a few spore blossoms, so I went by the lush cave that was near spawn and grabbed a few. I then needed to find a few dead bushes. Skipping ahead a bit of a lot of just traveling around, I eventually found a swamp and gathered about a stack of dead bushes together. I then started to make my way back home, where I got distracted by a giant looking cave, and the sounds of the depths were calling me.
Tooth, come. The depths are calling you.
So off I went, and to no surprise, I found death. A lot of death. I did eventually manage to get our stuff back, which is great news. Once I was all healed up, I decided to explore the cave just a little bit since I was down here, and I managed to find a zombie spawner along with 2 diamonds. I did eventually make it back home all safe and put our dead bushes to use by making a small cherry tree. I then decided to start a small potato farm and planted the torchflower and pitcher pod seed, which once all grown up I added to another pot and placed the pitcher pod by one of our pillars. And just like that, our first episode of Arcadia Season 2 is now complete. I apologize for the amount of distractions we had this episode, but honestly, it happens. I'm very excited for this season, and I have many plans both big and small for you guys, so be on the lookout. That being said, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please consider leaving a big fat thumbs up for me, subscribe if you're brand new and want to see more episodes in the future, and hopefully I see you all in the next one. Peace out, bye.